All right, round 3, and we are definitely keeping this hand. Our opponent mulligans. I think we're going to start it off with a curse scroll, likely. No reason to fireball the face just yet. Interesting. All right, let's go for the old Marauder. Okay. Well, guess that we get in and drop a Cackler. So I guess if I had waited on the white source, I could play the Searing Blood here, which might actually be pretty important. But possibly not. He just found blue mana. All right. Let's get in. Let's play a Phoenix. Keranos. Well, don't think that's good enough. All right. So, red, blue, white. He had to mulligan. He didn't do anything early, so we got to capitalize. Creatures definitely were pretty important in that game. So I guess that does beg the question how important creatures are in the burn deck. I mean, some you just clearly play, like Goblin Guide. Even Cackler's kind of questionable in our deck, because as valuable as it is on turn 1, it's pretty awful any other turn. I still think Ashcloud Phoenix is pretty great in this deck, since if they kill it, I still get a dude out of it. Not seeing any creatures doesn't bode well for Searing Blood and Searing Blaze yet, but I think it's safe to assume he's got some in there. But for now, why don't we bring in the Avalanche Rider, since he strikes me as more mid-range, since he didn't do anything early. It doesn't mean that he is, but it does mean he strikes me that he is. So let's bring in the Riders. Let's ditch the Arc Trail, because it's kind of a questionable card for the most part anyway. It's pretty much only good in a certain match, and this doesn't feel like the one, but it still could be. Depends on how aggressive he is in this next game here. Good hand. Opponent mulligans. Keeps it 6. Definitely Windswept Heath is helpful. I'm going to play the Mire. I need some deck thinning. Turns out Arc Trail, I guess, would have been good. Maybe, depending on how much creature ramp he's got. Let's get our mountains, play a Marauder, and then pass. I played the Mire to deck thin, because we probably lose if we draw more lands at this point. We need to actually get some gas, or else this just isn't going to work. Alright, well, that's a problem. So, unfortunately, I have to use even more resources to get rid of a Johnny now, so does not bode well. It looks like we're in rough shape. Yeah, alright, well, I think that might have been the nail in the coffin. I'm not sure if we can recover now. It really is that, it's that bad, unfortunately. All it took was drawing a few lands to completely take us out of this game, despite our opponent mulliganing, so that's pretty bad. We played 16 lands on purpose, so to mitigate, flood problems, but yeah, we're just going to lose, unfortunately. I know you don't like the lack of confidence, but I literally cannot think of a situation in which we win this. I can't think of how we do it. Ash Cloud Phoenix right now. We draw an Ash Cloud Phoenix into another creature that's useful. That's not it. It's not going to do it. In fact, I guess I just get rid of Xenagos now. So more damage not being dealt to our opponent's face, which is not good. Slagstorm off the top, Ash Cloud Phoenix off the top. I'm trying to think what else would do it. So we do have actual plays. That's not good for us. That's certainly not good for us. So let's see here. Pillar, pretty much useless. Guess I'll take another beating from this Satyr. Not quite sure why I'm still playing this. Maybe to get some more deck information. Voice of Resurgence is what he drew. Well, it's a good Pillar of Flame target, I guess. Sylvan Library. So, Ash Cloud Phoenix. Kiln Fiend, not exactly what I'm looking for. Still not quite sure why I'm playing this out, but I guess we're getting some deck information. So, you got a land card. Still think I like Avalanche Riders in this match. I guess I could try and bring in Rishadenport. Okay. Arc Trail needs to come back in, which is good to know. Okay. Don't have any way to get rid of Keranos that I can think of. There's our Phoenix. So our opponent draws lands for the rest of the game, and we can bash in 6 times, and we got this game. Well, good news about Phoenix is it comes right back. I think I probably would have burned me if I were my opponent. Zealous Conscript. Johnny. I guess we chumped the 3 power dude. If I double block it, I lose my Phoenix. I feel like Phoenix is actually my only way to win, but then again, I can't really flip it up. Guess we can double block the 3 power guy. Burning Tree really doesn't do anything, but I guess I'll play it. Guess it doesn't matter. Alright, so let's go to the next game here, and really going to have to draw better. Unfortunately, we can't win unless we draw better. So it's just one of those situations where got to draw better to win. Not much else to say about it. I was kind of hoping we draw a little bit hotter with this deck, but not seeing Sulfuric Vortex in key games and getting rolled by bad matchups is costing us pretty dearly. I still want the Riders, though. He plays a bunch of mid-range stuff, so blowing up his lands is huge. Could bring in the port, considering how much I get flooded, but come on, you guys. How much do you want to bet? As soon as I bring in the port, it's going to screw with our game. But I think, logically, this is the right card in this match. So I guess we drop another mountain, so we go down to 10 red sources, which still should be ample red sources, but we'll see. And then I have to make one more cut. So I guess we probably cut absolutely no idea what to cut. Thinking about Emissary, it just seems like the weakest in the deck. So I guess I'll do that. I don't like cutting creatures, but what can I say? Alright, sounds good. Keep this. No white source yet, but it's alright. I think I still open with Shrine of Burning Rage. Search for Tomorrow. Alright. Could do the Borderland Marauder. Could have a voice next turn, though. I'm going to do Shrine. I still think it seems like the safest. Alright. I think that we kill Ramp. Make Shrine bigger. Drop Marauder and pass. So he gets 4 lands this turn, which could be enough to do some nasty stuff, but we'll see. He's got all his lands, but no plays yet. Oh, Vortex, all right. See if we can't resolve that. That'll be a big deal. Oh no. Is this a Splinter Twin deck? I think I might have to ice the... I'm going to ice the Exarch with the Stoke. I know it might seem dangerous, but considering I don't want to lose to Splinter Twin, and I can't think of any other situation where I'd play Deceiver Exarch, especially if blue's a splash. So I just don't want to run that risk. I think I'm just going to Stoke this. This could very easily be the wrong play, but I'd rather do the wrong play there and not lose to Splinter Twin. He did have the red source too. Like, there's a reasonable chance. There really was a reasonable chance that he had the thing I needed to avoid there. The unmentionable. Alright, now we just do Vortex. If we can resolve it. Beautiful. So at least he can't gain life anymore. Alright, Primeval I actually don't care about. Because I'm fairly confident he's dead next turn. Almost positive. All right. Admittedly, Avalanche Riders is a little bit less useful here, but actually now we just chill, and we even chump with the Borderland Marauder, because at this point we're just making sure that we can hit our shrine. So he can't, as long as he can't destroy our shrine, we're gonna win. See what lands he gets. I guess I don't even have to chump block, really. I can just take this. Let me think about that, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus, he could deal 10 to us with a Crater's Clause, but that's not enough. So I'll take it. Sarkin, not quite good enough. Okay, so looks like we got this game in the bag. Well, let's charm first. No redirect. And Incinerate, actually don't even need to do it. Actually, we would have died to Crater's Clause there. I needed to block because I was going to get Vortexed. So that would have actually been smarter. Well, let's just draw our card regardless. All right. So now I can just throw this at his face. No redirect. All right, so I got the match. I ended up going 2-1. This is by far the best burn deck I've drafted in the cube so far. This is the third one that I've done. We got destroyed round 2, so that was just a really bad matchup, I think. I think actually quite a few things happened in that game. I was thinking about it in the downtime in between rounds that really, really made it a point of no return. Game 1, he had the Crusade, so I could not properly deal with Archangel. We also didn't see a white source, so that was kind of key there. We saw Path, but we didn't see the white source. Game 2, I believe he went turn 2 Brimaz, turn 3 Ajani, turn 4 Archangel, turn 5 Exalted Angel. So that curve coupled with our flood, if you'll remember, we did draw a bunch of lands. Like, all that coming together definitely made it for almost a borderline impossible match. So I think that guy was just extremely well geared to combat burn. But we got there. Flood is definitely the weakness of this deck, so playing 16 lands was correct. Finally got to resolve Vortex. Shrine of Burning Rage was without a doubt the MVP of this entire deck. I think Shrine is just a slam first pick if you're a burn deck. I mean, look how much damage it does. It's out of control. It ended up doing 10 this game. I think round one, how much grand total did it do in 2 games? It probably did 23 damage in 2 games, something insane like that. So, yeah, Shrine of Burning Rage is crazy. Hope you guys enjoyed the draft. We'll see you for the next one.